Salutations everyone, welcome to another Overwatch video where today I'm going to do a top 10 of my favorite things about Overwatch. It's the anniversary, got an old school event going on with Overwatch Classic, and you know there's so much negativity about this game so often. I just wanted to make an entire video just about positives, so getting down to it. Number 10, I'm going to start with events. We got one going on right now, Overwatch Classic. We get to see what Overwatch was like at launch, even before Ana came out, and it's wacky, it's goofy, it brings back good memories and bad memories, a lot of bad memories actually, but it's fun for other people to be reintroduced or introduced for the first time. And it's like it feels so cozy whenever Junkenstein's Revenge comes out, because it was the very first ever Overwatch event and it was so well done. It was fun, and it's like, yeah, I love hopping into it every year. With the Winter Wonderland, you got May and her snowball fight, like that's fun. It's unlike any other kind of game mode. And then you have the Yeti hunt. This year we had the hide and seek prop hunt event, which was really fun actually. The events that they do in this game are they're really good. You know, we've had, you know, the archives events and things in the past. There'll be future ones. And we get, you know, challenges basically for free XP. We'll often get free cosmetics like a skin, usually a bunch of sprays and some icons as well. So events are always fun. We get a new splash screen, and it's they're great. I do really like the events, and anytime we get more or a twist on an old one, it's always good. It's always better. People really liked the last one that we had with the different powers that we got. So yeah, the events is my number 10 on the list. My number 9 is a bit weird, but I really love the popularity and success of Overwatch. That's one of my favorite things about it, is its popularity and success. Because without that, we don't get pretty much the rest of it. We don't get like constant patches, constant new stuff, new skins, new heroes, new maps. Because popular and super successful and makes a lot of money, we got a lot of things that came with it. Not all of our favorite games gets a bunch of merch or patches 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years later, or have a really big cultural impact. Like we got to see Tracer briefly in like Ready Player One, things like that. With the success of the game, a lot of the voice actors get to go out to cons, and I get to meet them and get their autograph. I collect autographs. I have a big Overwatch poster with Tracer on it. I have, I think, like 23 autographs. I've met 22 voice actors as well as a writer on the game, and it's great. I absolutely love it, and none of that would be possible without its popularity and success, because not all of our games get that. Not all of our games get this really big long tail and constant updates and new content and everything that comes with it, including my number 8 favorite thing about Overwatch, the collabs. I really like the collabs. Obviously, this past year or so, they've done a lot of them here in Overwatch 2. First, we got the One Punch Man collab, which was awesome. It's always cool when we get these collabs and there's an obvious fit for characters. Like, yes, Doomfist has to be Saitama. One Punch is all I need. Like, it was already referenced. Super cool. We got the Moomin Rider skin for Soldier 76 for free, and the highlight intro for free, and it's one of my favorite skins about him. Moomin Rider's super funny and awesome. So, but like pretty much all the others, I didn't really know much about. Like Le Seraphim, I did not know about this K-pop band, and when they came to Overwatch, I saw the skins and I'm like, oh my god, these skins are amazing. The anti-fragile skins, and you know, they got the music video, which was amazing. It was like pretty much its own little cinematic as well, and the Perfect Night, it's a great song. It's a goated song. Le Seraphim is now one of my favorite groups. I love their albums. Yunjin is my bias, and it's great. And the skins are amazing. Sombra's Le Seraphim Anti-Fragile skin might be the best skin in the entire game. It's certainly her best skin. Brigitte's best skin. Diva's best skin. One of Tracer's best skins. We got the free Junkrat skin. Great collab. The Cowboy Bebop. I knew about it, and I'm the perfect age for it. I just never saw it as a kid. But when I saw that there was going to be a collab, I was like, all right, I'm going to watch it. And I watched it and I liked it. And I bought the Faye Valentine skin for Ash because it was perfect for her and it looked really good. So yeah, same thing with My Hero Academia that just happened. I knew about it. I knew the names of like 2 of the characters, but I never watched it. And now that it was coming to Overwatch, I was like, all right, I got to watch it just so I don't have any like remorse later. Where like, man, I wish we would have bought that skin when they had the collab now that I've watched it. So I got out of the way, started watching it. I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. I like it. And I love Tracer. So I'm going to get the Deku skin for Tracer. Getting all of them were obviously really cool. Obviously, Reinhardt has to be All Might. It's just perfect. Like, I love it when these things come together. It's really cool. I love the collabs. Want to see more. Keep them coming. There's a lot of other great shows and things that we might not think about. That would be perfect. Number 7, I have Ancillary Media. The comic books, the short stories that we get, some novels. It's really cool to see the characters and the world of Overwatch fleshed out in a narrative sense. Obviously, the comics didn't last for long, but we got to see some really cool things, like a bit of the past of some of the characters. We got to see Emily, Tracer's girlfriend, who then ran the Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and then we get the backstories of Orisa and a bit about Farah and any of your favorite characters. The more lore that you get about them, just the better. It fleshes out the world. It makes you love the characters even more, and it's great. I really, really like it, and I hope we get more books, more short stories, and hopefully more new comics down the line now that other narrative parts of this media have now been shelved. So, number 6, I have the competitive scene. Mostly Overwatch League, but of course Overwatch League is now over, but there is still, of course, a competitive scene, but nothing can compare to the Overwatch League, especially the first couple years it was out. It changed the landscape of competitive video gaming forever. It paved, we had city-based competitive video game teams for, I believe, the first time. It was city-based. Companies bought into it, made their own regions and things, so you already had the built-in fan bases for those cities. You didn't have to like, who's my favorite character or what logo do I kind of like. No, it's like the city that you already root for maybe teams, or maybe you're not into sports and it's just your local city that maybe you got to luckily see a few games. It was just really cool. The logos were great. A lot of the color schemes were awesome. Really good storylines. I'm a LA Gladiators fan through and through. I got a Gladiators jersey, a Gladiators shirt, and I loved watching Overwatch League. It was appointment viewing for me for years. I don't watch a lot of competitive video game stuff. It's just like Overwatch and Smash Bros. Really the only 2 that I actively try to go out and see a lot. And Overwatch was the best competitive scene for a while, and it still, of course, has a really good scene. It even has collegiate teams and things like that. Number 5 for me, it's the community. All the streamers, the YouTubers, the fan accounts, the artists, the fanfic writers. I love the community of Overwatch. It's a reflection of the game, what the game means, all the eclectic different kinds of characters that people see themselves in and get super duper hyped for. A really kick-ass diva fan account on Twitter that just talks nonstop about it and reposting art and stuff. Artists making all kinds of crazy, awesome art. I've read the fanfics. Yes, there are some good ones. Yes, there are some other ones. And the streamers and YouTubers out there, love watching me some CarQ, some SK, some ML7, Grandma. There's just a lot of really great people in the community streaming the game, making videos on the game. Some of the best montages are people who have 30 videos and 200 subscribers on YouTube, and they have way better montages than any like high level or pro player that I've ever seen. So the whole community is just awesome. I love seeing the art and the fanfics and the people enjoying the game, and it just makes everything more enjoyable with such a positive community that's Overwatch has. Not every single person who plays it is super positive, mind you, but the people that are passionate about it are very positive, like-minded, cool people. Number 4 for me, it's the merch. I'll admit it, I love the merch for Overwatch. Not every video game or even every popular video game gets a lot of merch. Overwatch got a lot of merch. Not as much now as it did in its heyday, but it got a really good, eclectic collection of things. I have the Legos. I got some of the Nerf guns. I have a Diva jersey. I have a Tracer jersey. I have a Tracer shirt. I got a Lucio shirt. I got an Overwatch backpack, an Overwatch jacket, 2 Overwatch hats, 2 Diva hats, a Tracer hat. I wish I could, I wish I had some of those figurines, those big figures, statues that cost $300-$400. Those are cool, but I got Figmas, I got Funko Pops, I got the Good Smile Nendoroids and keychains and things like that, and it's just, I like it. It's really, really cool. I wear my backpack when I go to cons or when I'm traveling, and there'll be people like, "Hey, Overwatch, nice. Hey, who do you main? Oh, I'm in this. Oh yeah. It's cool. It's representing your favorite game, your favorite characters, and a lot of the designs and logos are really cool, and they look really cool on merchandise. Number 3, the cinematics. Uncomparable. Just goated cinematics for Overwatch. They are on another level compared to any other game out there. I don't care what the game is. Everybody's got to admit that Overwatch has the best cinematics. Again, like with the Ancillary Media, it fleshes out the world, but we get to see it in a thematic style, right? We get to see it in these awesome CG shorts where we get to see that Bastion's not just a super annoying OP character in Overwatch 1. He has an awesome backstory, and Ganymede is great, and I have a Ganymede plush, and I have Kiriko's Fox plush, and I have a Murphy plush, and those all are from the cinematics, and they're cute, and they're awesome, and I love them. And getting to see Reinhardt's trauma, and Diva's PTSD, and Dragons, of course, Dragons, like that deserves a freaking Emmy for how great that short is. It's just an amazing storytelling told in such short little snippets that flesh out the characters, make us love these characters even more, to see what Mei went through, to see what Kiriko's going through right now, completely introducing her to the world because she was, first coming out. They're just amazing. They are just amazing little stories. 0 Hour makes me tear up every time I watch it. I'm not joking with you. Seeing everyone come together, Overwatch Recall happened. Here comes Winston, and oh boy, here's a big Omnic, and Winston's got to lay it down, hold the line, and then like fucking Falcon saying, "On your left, here comes Genji," in the coolest moment like ever. It was so cool. And then basically the Smash Brothers, everyone's here when Echo comes, and then Reinhardt and Brig, and they put their shields together, and then the pulse bomb with Tracer with Mei's ice pack is so cool. It's so cool. It's like, that's what Overwatch is. That's what it makes you feel. That's what gets you hyped to play it, are these incredible cinematics that get you to really, really love this world and these characters, which is number 2. Number 2, it's the characters. The characters in Overwatch are, again, on another level. There are a lot of really great games with really great characters, even like multiplayer games that don't have their own story, that have these really eclectic mix of all different kinds of characters, human, alien, robot, all different parts of the world, and sexualities and ethnicities and shapes and sizes. They're so cool and so diverse, and you have the support and the DPS and the tanks, and they're all so well fleshed out and great, and you get to see their personality and their little animations, their emotes, their highlight intros, all the cool skins that they get, where it's like, yeah, Reinhardt is All Might, baby, or just Tracer is like one of my favorite characters in all of video games, and I love the way she plays, but I definitely wouldn't play her as much if I didn't love this character so damn much. I love her so much. I love Tracer. Everything about her personality, her design, her attitude, everything about her is perfect, and I love it. And so it makes me want to play the game and enjoy the game, and retweet the art, and buy art and buy merch and read fanfics. It's these characters that drove so many people to this game thanks to their designs and the cinematics and everything. The characters are just incredible. I like them. I like them so much, from the very first ones that we saw to all the new ones that we have now and future ones that we'll get. But number one, to me, you may call it a cop-out, but it's the game. It's the gameplay of Overwatch. Overwatch doesn't get its popularity and success without the game. It has great characters, yes. There's a lot of great games that play really well, that have really cool characters, but Overwatch just has such better characters. Apex has good characters, Valorant has good characters, Deadlock has good characters, but Overwatch has the best characters, and they make you want to get into the game and care about the game, but it's the gameplay that gets you to stay. It's the gameplay that gets you to stay. That's why I play it so much. That's why I still play it. It's why I get excited to play it, a few times a week, because the gameplay is so fun. It's so rewarding. It's team-based. It's different every time. Right? The meta is always shifting. We're getting new characters and new maps, and the gameplay, it's satisfying. The hit detection's great. There's anytime there's a problem, most of the bugs usually get fixed, and it's very, very well supported. Some metas and patches are better than others, but the game keeps on moving forward, keeps adding new things to it, and it's a satisfying game to play. It's a fun game to play. It's a game that you never feel like you're done playing it, because I can get better. I can get to that higher rank, or I can now move on to another character, or this new character is fun. I thought I was done, but I'm not, because this is a completely different new way of playing that I never would have thought of on my own. The gameplay is incredible, and that's what made it popular. That's what made the competitive scene so good. That's what kept people playing the game, and that's where all the popularity and success has to thank for. It's the gameplay of this awesome hero shooter from the first person. It's a lot of fun, and I like it, and I'm going to keep playing it. And those are my top 10 favorite things about Overwatch. Let me know what yours are down below.